I guess our world today, it's a world of attention. You know, everybody is trying to get attention because, like they say, attention pays. So many people are coming up with performances, to get likes for viewership. Doing sometimes some people even degrading themselves and doing outrageous things, all for attention because attention pays. You know, so I find it very strange when you see some people come online and they share negative things that happen to them. Let's say for example you get fired at your work, and because you're angry, you put on your camera, you start talking about how your boss fired you, how she's a very mean person, or maybe your boyfriend, you caught your boyfriend cheating. And then you put up a camera and start talking about it and start crying. Or maybe you caught your girlfriend cheating. Oh man, Sarah really disappointed me. Sarah really slept with 3 people. Oh, do you understand? I'm not saying this to discredit your feelings or to talk, or to maybe make fun of you that are going through a bad time, that set up a camera to tell the world how you are going through a bad time. I'm not saying that to discredit it, but if you have a stomach ache, you will not put up a camera, like this to talk about your stomach ache. Chances are you go to the pharmacy and you tell them what's happening to you. They'll give you some medicine, you take it, and then after a while, if it gets better, fine. If it doesn't, you go back to them, right? You won't put it on social media, But then why is it okay for you to come on social media, to be talking about these bad things that is happening to you, or this incident that happened to you? There was one incident I even saw recently. This lady complaining about her boss, how mean she is and how she's going to deal with her. And then next thing, on the work the next day, she stabbed the woman. Stabbed the woman many times. And then that video that she put up now became an evidence that will be used against her in court. I think if you are going through a hard time, if you're experiencing trauma, you went through a breakup, you went through something difficult that really challenged your perception of who you are, I think it's important for you to get help. It's not the time to go on social media to talk about it, maybe to seek attention or to seek pity or to, I don't know, get advice from random people who don't know you, random people who would even care less about you, who will just watch your video and that's your problem. I think if you're going through a hard time, it's time for you to get help. If this thing that's happened to you is so serious, get help. This is not the time to put up camera, and start telling the world how something negative happens to you, because the world doesn't care, because we all have our negative things going on.